Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
And happy, hang on, not that. Happy National Cubicle Day.
Yay, cubicles.
So I'm not sure why that's a thing, but it is. It's marked on the 28th of every April. And apparently the first cubicle was built in 1967, but the first National Cubicle Day was not until 2015. And it says here, this holiday back in 2015 was not as popular or enjoyable as it has been in subsequent years. So apparently National Cubicle Day is both popular and enjoyable, even though I only heard it just
It's only gotten
today.
better since 2015.
Yeah. So I have some pictures here. This is the first cubicle. It was called the Action Office 2. I think the Action Office 1 was like a prototype. They didn't really roll them out. But Action Office 2 was the thing.
They couldn't figure out how to make cubicles.
Well, I guess nobody thought
So
of
when
it.
you have two people here, is that what's going on? Or is this one person's office?
I guess this is one. I think this is one person. It looks like it's an important person because they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 walls going on there. A couple different stations, or maybe it's 2 people. I don't know. They didn't tell us.
You know what's missing from this?
A computer?
That's right.
Okay, well, wait for it because
Oh.
yeah, here's a lady working at a office in Dallas, Texas in 1976 in one of these similar cubicles. I don't know what she's got a computer. I don't know what this thing. It's some sort of a phone thing.
What do they call that kind of phone? Well, it's a multi-line phone where she can receive incoming calls and transfer them. And
Okay, it looks like it has a dial and some buttons, so that's
yeah, the
very
buttons
advanced.
are for the different extensions, and the dial is to dial in the number. And you know, her sweater is matching the cubicle wall there.
Oh yeah, that's very classy.
It's like the Tom Jones song. She's a lady.
Is there a line about her sweater matching a cubicle in it?
No, just I saw her and I just heard that song in my head.
Okay, well, I guess that works. Well, let's talk about our jackets.
Yes.
So we have
Why
these
are we
new.
wearing jackets?
Why are we wearing jackets when it's hot outside? These are I don't know if you can they see the
Yeah,
logo?
I think so.
These are our new Century 21 jackets. There's the
Yes.
logo here, and here, let's show them the lining. They have gold linings.
Yes.
If you're old enough to remember the original Century 21 jackets, they were gold, and these newfangled ones are not gold, except on the inside.
I mean, if I had my way, the logo would be gold.
Yeah, and I think next time they should make gold logos. That's a good idea. So I was looking on eBay to see if I could find an original Century 21 jacket. And I did find a woman's one here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gold and it's got the logo there.
Man, how much do they want for this? $14.99. Oh.
But it's size small, and I would need a medium, so I'm gonna have to keep watching.
Yeah,
But
we gotta find OG ones.
yeah.
We're really digging our hole here on Century 21, aren't we?
Let's scoot over a little bit. You're kind of cut off there. We've had a lot of issues today, so we were a few minutes late. And
Oh God, I'm here to declare that I'm done with technology
forever.
forever. I'm going back to horse and buggy.
Rocks
This is
and sticks.
Rocks and sticks. You're never going to see me on camera again. We were trying to record a video earlier, and I guess I was doing something strange with my forehead. I don't even know how you can adjust.
You were like furrowing your brow or something, like you were
trying. We were trying to do a video with a teleprompter, and I was trying to read the teleprompter, and my old eyes. I was furrowing. Why are we upside? Oh, we're.
I was trying to adjust our saturation, but I'm not even going to try and get into that now because now we're undersaturated. But maybe here. Let's do this. Where's the saturation?
Scroll down. Gamma, brightness, contrast, opacity.
Smoothness. Here, let's.
No, we need to be smoother than that. That's too smooth.
We should. I should not.
What about
be
the
doing
opacity? What about contrast? That's
Contrast.
yeah. Ah! Okay, wait. There you go.
Okay, is
Oh,
that
yeah.
better?
That's
Let's see.
nice.
That's not that much better, but all right. We don't want to waste people's time messing around with our contrast.
Well, this is why I'm done with technology.
Okay. You all right?
Excuse me.
You're just gonna keel over right here, and that's it.
That might be it. That might be it for me, folks.
Okay, let's do Market Minute. So I'm
It's
gonna.
been quite a week.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on this week. Okay, so you can turn off this magic cursor because
I'm
I know
gonna
you don't
talk
like the
about this
magic
stuff.
cursor. Okay, well let's do market minute before I
Market.
get distracted. And then we're going to talk about all the problems we've had this week.
Yes.
Okay. So you turned off the magic cursor. Now I'm going to move us over and start the timer.
Okay, first of all, I need to know how many slides I've got to talk about. Just two?
It's the same as in Market Watch, except, yeah, there's 3, but you don't have to, only 2 of them are new.
Okay, so I've got two pages. Okay, got it.
Okay.
All right.
It's not that complicated today. Okay, all right, there we are. All right, I'm about to turn on the timer. Ready?
Okay.
And go.
This week in San Diego real estate, the number of homes for sale took a mild decline as it had been up last week. However, we have been hovering between 2,000 and 2,100 units on the market for 4 weeks now. So inventory appears to have stabilized. The number of pending sales continues to outpace the number of new listings, although the 2 lines appear to be converging. We will see what happens next week if we're going to get a crossover or not. And the number of closed sales is slightly down from last week. And interest rates are up just a touch over the past week. However, industry experts do predict some downward pressure on rates as the summer approaches. So that is what's happening in San Diego real estate this week.
Good. You had 1 second to spare. Bella's yelling at me and
Oh.
begging me to pet her. Come here, Bella. Do you want to come?
Oh, she's
come
gonna
hang-
scratch you.
She's going to get cat hair all over my Century 21 jacket.
Oh, hi, Bella. We don't need to get. Oh,
doesn't-
yeah. She says, no, I don't want to be on camera.
All right, let's turn off the timer. That was
Turn
good.
off the timer.
Okay, and then
Do
now
we
we're
have a cat video?
we do have a cat video, and then we'll talk about our problems. Okay, so this is a video of Buddy, and this was like the first day that we brought him home.
Oh, this is Fresh Buddy.
Yeah, this is Fresh
Oh,
Buddy
yeah, this
after
is-
he's decided that he's going to chill out and play.
Now this
He
is
was
this
cool.
cat. I mean, this cat had spent his entire life thus far. His first 3 months. How old was he here? 3 months old.
He's something like that. Yeah, he'd spent his whole life in a cage, and he was, he was free, or at
Yeah.
least, in a much larger cage.
Yes, and he's like, "Hey, what's this? It's a tail, I think. I don't know."
Oh, Buddy's so cute.
That was a fun evening bringing Buddy home.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, there
we
you
got
go.
it. All right, baby Buddy. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna put back on this thing here so we can. Okay, let's talk about our problems. Which problem would you like to talk about first?
Well, I mean, it's the real estate market overall, as we've been talking about, we have a lot less volume going on, right?
Yes, low volume.
Not necessarily us personally. Our business has been reasonably strong
Considering
so far, considering
the
everything else
overall
that's going on.
volume in the market.
Where
Yeah.
we're blessed to have stuff going on. Now, overall, business in Southern California this year is off roughly 40% from last year, and this is causing brokerages to scale back and lenders to fire people and escrow companies and title companies, and just overall, when there's less volume in the market, there's less jobs for people. So this is a problem. And to that end, there's a lot of shakeups going on, but this happens when the real estate market shifts and changes, all the way back to the beginning of our careers when we were with McMillan Realty, who doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in here, but I remember that time when they would close one office at a time, and then they'd move, they moved us to the Rancho Bernardo office, and they're like, okay, well, this is it. This is the new configuration. So we got, our office set up and settled in, and then we're like, okay, they were like, we're closing this office. And then they were going to try and move us somewhere else. And we were like, okay, we're done. We moved to Century 21.
Well, actually,
There's more?
we were in the Carmel Mountain office, And they came to us and they said, well, we're going to lease a third of this space to the nail spa.
Oh yeah, they started chopping up the office before they closed it.
That was the first move, was to lease a third of the office.
And I remember they sold it to us as it's going to be like a high-end Rancho Santa Fe. I think these are the exact words. A high-end Rancho Santa Fe style salon, and it's going to bring in all kinds of high-end walk-in traffic. Well, I don't think that even happened. But then what it turned out it was supposed to be was a Prestige Nails, which that's pretty much I don't think that's a Rancho Santa Fe brand. But
no. So yeah.
Anyway, I'm digressing here.
It was sold to us, but this is what companies and corporations do when they're making changes. I find it easier to talk with a pen in my hand. Anyway, so that was 2000. Yeah, you go ahead. Here, you like this pen.
Oh, well, I don't want to make you use the purple pen. Here, you use this pencil.
Oh yeah, pencil.
Give me my pen.
All right. So. Anybody who has a job has experienced.
Sorry.
You've experienced this where they call a meeting and they bring you all in, and there's some really shitty thing that's happening, but they sell it to you as a.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Anyways, that's what was going on.
And before that, I used to work in the biotech industry, and the same thing. There was like round after layoffs, and no, I never got laid off, but like I remember my boss getting fired, and it's always weird. And anyway.
Yeah, and at the company I worked for, they made me the guy that was supposed to lay everybody off.
Didn't they call you Eric the Axe?
Yes, the owner of the company thought it was funny to call me Eric the Axe, and I didn't like that nickname. I did not enjoy laying people off. That was not a fun thing to do. Anyway, the point is, they told us we were getting a high-end nail salon. Then they wound up closing the Carmel Mountain office entirely.
I can't remember. What did they eventually? They didn't put a nail salon. They did put something.
Well, it's now the Costco Tire Center.
Okay.
It's
at first, what did they chop it into?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, whatever.
But what I do remember is that they moved us to Rancho Bernardo and said, this is it. We had to close the Carmel Mountain office, but
now everything's cool.
Everything's cool. You're in Rancho Bernardo. And we're like, all right, I guess.
Whatever.
And then it wasn't even 6 weeks later that all of a sudden, Rancho Bernardo office is now closed. So we're going to move you to Scripps Ranch. Or was it Scripps Ranch first and then Rancho Bernardo?
Oh, it was Rancho Bernardo and then Scripps Ranch. Yeah, I guess I skipped a couple steps in my first story.
Anyway.
But we did move again to Scripps Ranch.
The point is, they always tell you it's going to be cool, and then they close your office anyway. So our company, Century 21 Award, it's not Century 21 Award anymore. We're now Century 21 affiliated. Because a larger Century 21 has come and swallowed us up. It doesn't really matter to us and the level of service that we're able to provide. It's just a different corporate overlord.
I think now we're the largest Century 21 franchise in the world. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
We are now the largest Century 21 franchise in the entire world. We have offices all across Southern California, Utah, Michigan, Illinois. We're like everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we're affiliated now and not award.
Yes. Although we're just saying Century 21 because that makes it a lot easier. Anyway, so there was a big meeting and some people got fired who we really liked. That was unfortunate. When you're a real estate agent or a salesperson, you're not really an employee, you're an independent contractor, so they can't necessarily fire you. But the people at the top who we were friendly with, a lot of them got the axe, not because they were doing anything wrong, but because of economics.
And they didn't fit into whatever box that the corporate folks were.
The new vision or whatever. So that happened early in the week, and then we have a transaction that was barking at me all week long. I was waiting.
The Carmel Mountain House, which I think we've talked about that one. That's supposed to close, next Tuesday?
Closing Tuesday. There was a minute there where it seemed like it wasn't going to close. I was waiting all week to meet roofers and different people at the house to get estimates for things, and we worked it all out. But it takes a toll. And
then we had we've had a variety of issues today. Like for some reason we were struggling to make some videos we were trying to make, and then we last week was smooth with our Friday show, but then today trying to set it up we were having some other weird problems. But some good stuff did happen this week.
Oh,
and
yeah.
one of the good things that happened is that we got tickets to the Michael Bolton show with the Rady Shell in
yes.
August, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if any of y'all don't like Michael Bolton, that's fine, but we don't need to know. As far as we're concerned, everyone should love Michael Bolton because he's a great.
He's a great vocalist, great vocal stylist, and he's playing at the Rady Shell in August or something, and we got some tickets.
We're going to be there.
Yes. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you when all that I've been living for is gone? It's poignant. These are poignant lyrics, and Michael Bolton delivers them in a very earnest and forthright way that makes you really feel the song.
He's my favorite Christmas music artist,
Oh my
too.
gosh,
Like,
yeah,
nobody makes you feel like it's really Christmas time like Michael Bolton.
He makes Michael Bublé look like a
hack,
low rent Frank Sinatra or something. I mean, Bolton if he's singing you a song, he's singing you a song.
You better believe it.
And those Christmas songs, you're going to feel them. All right, I think
Whether
we've
you like it or
probably
not, okay.
opined enough on Michael Bolton now.
Okay, so let's talk about some stuff going on in San Diego this weekend.
Well, the funny thing about the videos we were trying to record today is they're videos we've recorded before. It's just that
we're trying to do new updated versions of them.
They're 5 years old, and we look a little different. And
Well, I look the same. You have a beard. We need beard videos.
yes,
Maybe I don't look exactly the same, but pretty much.
We need beard videos.
Right.
I think I look a little puffier in the old ones too. I'm a little.
I like the beard look. I think you should stick with the beard look. I didn't see you without a beard until after we got married.
That's true. I had a beard when you met me.
Right, and you kept the beard through the time that we got married. And I like the beard. I think the beard is a good, rugged look. So
Well-
I vote that you stick with beard.
If you like it, I keep it because I don't really care,
Okay, well,
and it's actually less work.
all right, well, let's just stick with the beard. I think it's a good look. Okay, let's talk about stuff happening in San Diego this weekend. Let me turn this
Taco
off.
Fest.
Yeah, Taco Fest. So it seems like there's a lot of fests happening this weekend.
Well, it's springtime.
Yeah, that's true.
time for the fest.
People are getting festy. So I don't know why they call it SoCal Taco Fest, because it's a San Diego thing, and it's happening at the waterfront park tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's for, let's go to.
Good luck finding parking.
Yeah. So it's for $60.
Okay.
I looked into this, and I couldn't tell how many tacos you get.
I was going to say, do I still have to pay for tacos?
I think you might, but they have a lot of stuff going on. They have a Harrah's Resort SoCal Funner main stage. So Kool and the Gang is going to be there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and a bunch of other stuff. I have to admit, I've
you
never heard of any of these.
remember?
Yeah.
Very first day of September. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm not going to. Say that you remember.
Yeah, okay, sorry guys. Sorry folks.
Right. So there's a bunch of stuff going on the waterfront park, Taco Fest stuff. Chihuahua competitions. It sounds like they're going to have a Chihuahua race, and I don't know how you do that.
This is
I don't
kind of
even
what
know if that's a
happens
good
when
idea.
two people hang out with each other for 25 years.
I'm still holding this pen too. I'm going to put the pen down. Okay. So something else. So Facebook keeps trying to sell me tickets to this thing that's happening.
Cheese Expo?
Liquid City, the Cheese Expo 2023. It's on historic Decatur Road. Where is this happening?
92106.
Oh, it looks like Liberty Station maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's like whiskey and cheese, and it's $85. Yeah. There's other even more expensive ones. I don't know. But
Get like a VIP backstage cheese pass.
yeah, I mean, I like cheese, but I don't know if I could eat $85 worth of cheese.
Not a chance.
Yeah. So I can't go to either one of these anyway because I'm busy all weekend. I'm going to the Sabrina Fox workshop tomorrow. She's a fusion dancer who's coming in from Las Vegas. And then on
Sunday's your big show.
yeah, Sunday there's the Mythical Realms fusion dance show that Sabrina Fox is headlining, and I will also be in the show. So
And I'll be there in the audience watching. And I need to go shopping for some kind of clothes tomorrow because I can't dress like a old suburban guy. I've got to.
well, you can always default to a black T-shirt with no holes or stains. So, anyway.
Well, I might need to go shopping to buy one of those because I think all my T-shirts have stains, not holes.
So while I was looking for stuff that's going on, I was reminded that Mother's Day is coming up.
Oh.
And if you want to take your mother to brunch, you probably need to make reservations. So this is an article about places you could go, Hotel Del, yada, yada. And you know, I don't want to go to brunch.
I know you don't.
I do not enjoy eating at crowded restaurants. So all I want is for someone to bring me donuts that I can eat in the bathtub. And you can take your mom to brunch with the kids while I eat donuts in the bathtub.
I was actually thinking we could have my mom over here and make brunch, and then she'll go, and then you can go sit in the bath.
But speaking of donuts, so Dunkin' Donuts just came out with a new Padres donut, and it was released this Wednesday. So the Padres donut, there's a picture of it here.
Me and John went to a Padres game.
Oh, how was it?
It was great.
The Padres won, right?
Yeah, 1-0.
Okay, well, that's a win.
It's a win.
So it's available at all San Diego County Dunkin' locations. So it's described as a yeast ring donut. Okay, that's a classic donut with chocolate icing topped with yellow sprinkles to mirror the team's brown and gold uniforms. Now, okay, it looks good and I would eat one, although it seems like it's just a chocolate donut with yellow sprinkles on it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they could make it more Padres-y or more San Diego-y.
I don't know. I think it's just probably in honor of, homage to, it's hard to make a donut that's Padres themed.
Yeah, well, that's what they came up with, so I may or may not try
We had
one.
really nice seats thanks to our neighbor Larry Goodman.
Oh, thank you, Larry Goodman.
Yes, yeah, he worked in the radio industry. He's retired, and somehow he had these seats through the Odyssey Communication, who owns like most of the radio stations in San Diego, and so John and I sat down in our seats, and all the people around us were at us like, who the hell are these guys? And the guy next to me started asking me, where we'd gotten the tickets, if we were with Odyssey, yada, yada. I explained where I'd gotten the tickets, and he proceeded to introduce himself as the morning man for KSON, San Diego's hot country, whatever.
Oh.
Seemed like a nice guy, and I was embarrassed that I didn't know what format KSON was, but he informed me it was country, and I was like, great.
Classic country or?
I didn't ask.
Oh,
I would assume contemporary,
okay. Well,
commercial country.
I like classic country. I'm not much on contemporary country.
William Whalen and the Boys.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Yes, Johnny Cash.
Except for maybe Michael Bolton.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to say Michael Bolton's my favorite musical artist of all time, but if you want to feel a Christmas song, that guy can really bring it.
Okay, so you know how
I'm mostly doing it for her.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. I know. It's like the time. Well, we both like Christopher Cross. We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you've attended several Rush concerts and Alan Parsons Project concerts to humor me. So. And
like the first Thievery Corporation show that we went to, I think you were just going to that to humor me, but then you became I became a huge fan. Yeah. Yes, they can. Sometimes you go to a show and they blow you away. They blow your mind, and you're like, wow, I need to like this band, or this person, or whatever. Right. So, okay, so you know how the Pacific Surfliner was shut down between San Diego and Orange County for a long time? I do know that. Okay, and then it reopened, right? Yes. Okay, well, hang on, let me guess. And now, guess what? It had some more problems, yeah. There's a landslide near the Casa Romantica Cultural Center in San Clemente, and that's fun to say, but I guess not very much fun if there's a landslide there, so. It's shut down again. It says suspension of service was done out of caution and will be reopened once it is safe. And we have got to do more in this country to bolster rail travel, because I love riding the train. Yeah, riding the rails. It is the best way to see anywhere, because you don't have to drive, and the tracks always go through the most interesting parts of town, and especially along the coast here. Oh man, that's a great ride, This coastal corridor for Amtrak and Metrolink really needs to be preserved, because that is one of the most beautiful trains you will ever take. Yeah, and there's the what is it, the deli car? There's a snack car. Yeah, the snack car. And there's a bar car, and Yeah, we've had some good times riding the rails up the coast and down. But
Yes, it's a lot of fun if the tracks are open.
yes, well, they're not right now. So hopefully that gets sorted out soon, but we'll see.
Has anybody chatted us?
No, nobody's watching or
Is
chatting
anybody
today.
watching?
Art, where are you?
Art?
Mike?
Don?
Don? Okay, maybe later. Don doesn't seem to watch anymore because he told us we got too high tech, and he was probably right. But
You're right, Don.
Yeah, you were
It's
right,
too high
Don.
tech. We can't go back
It's
now.
too late now. We don't remember how to do it the other way. So, okay. So there's a new park that's opening in San Marcos.
Oh.
So my friend Judy sent me this article, and I'm going to try and not turn this into a rant about lazy journalism. But so I'm
hard to
reading this
do,
new
yeah.
South Lake Park opens in San Marcos. So nowhere in this article does it say which lake. So I'm thinking about all the lakes that I know in San Marcos.
Well, it's Lake San Marcos, right?
That's what you would think.
Yeah.
There's Lake San Marcos, which I've been to. There's Discovery Lake, which is smaller, but it's
right.
not that one either.
Oh, no.
So, okay, so it's a 10-acre site, including a mile-long hiking trail, as well as a lake for fishing. And then, okay, where did this go? So this sentence here, I'm just going to point this out. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but maybe, do a little proofreading. When you visit South Lake Park, you will notice the nice trails and well as the lake. Okay, so it never says which lake it is. Well, it turns out there's a lake in San Marcos called, oh, where did it go? Oh no, I had this all set up and now it's gone. That's Lake San Marcos, South Lake. There's just a lake called South Lake.
Oh, so
yeah, and I didn't even know about that. There it is right there. It's just right,
It's a
there's
cute little lake.
Yeah, so, but they never said that. South Lake, I guess they just assume everyone knows, but people don't. So there's a little park right over here, and it's new.
I love the throwback videos from News 8 because they used to do such great TV stories.
They would get to the bottom of the story.
They
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
even if it took 3 weeks. and 10 minutes. Yeah, they would do it.
So the city of San Marcos has a little background. Apparently the South Lake Reservoir was built in 1959 with an earthen dam, so it's been around for a long time. The lake is not new, just the park is new. So, there's a new park, old lake. Didn't know that lake was there. The article didn't mention anything about the lake or even which lake it was, but
Jeez.
there it is.
There it is.
Okay, so
We're telling you. Yeah. We're telling you. If you want the whole story, you got to come
South
here.
Lake, yes. So let's do Today in History. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Today in History was the first trans-Pacific flight by a commercial passenger airline.
Oh, wow.
It was this Pan Am Airways Martin M130. So it went from, it left from San Francisco and landed in Hong Kong.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's what it looks rather precarious. I don't know if I'd want to ride on that, but.
Well, I don't recall. I've studied aviation disasters throughout history, and I don't think we ever have had a air disaster with one of these Martin M130s. So,
Well,
and Martin eventually merged with Lockheed, to form Lockheed Martin.
I'm sorry, I stole your line there. But,
That's all right.
okay.
1937. Can you imagine what a monumental accomplishment this was to fly across the Pacific from San Francisco to Hong Kong in 1937?
Yeah,
this is
that's
only
crazy.
1911, 1921, 1931. This is like only 26 years after the first manned flight of any duration.
And this is less than 100 years ago.
Yeah. We've come a long way. Okay.
All right, well, that's all I got.
That's it? This day in history, nothing else happened?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sure lots of other stuff happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all
That's the most
that's all I have to
significant, the
talk
most
about.
significant event.
Right, or the most
Well,
interesting that I could find.
Everybody can think about the Martin Air M130 flying from San Francisco to Hong Kong. Does it say it made any stops along the way? It couldn't have been a direct flight. They had to stop and refuel somewhere.
I don't know. Here, you take the mouse.
gonna
I
say
turned our background back on.
Oh,
but
okay, all right.
I thought we were done talking about aviation, but if not, that's okay.
Manila, Pan American, commercial, Hong Kong, Clipper 700. Well, I'm sure it made a couple stops along the way to refuel.
You can Google it for yourself.
Yeah, Google it. Or if you really want a kick in the head, go to this chat GPT.
Oh my gosh, I know.
.openai.com. This thing, I got a prediction here. This thing's going to be big.
Well, it's already like it's changed our day because, if you have to sit down and write something, like, okay, write a letter to grandma about my trip to Mammoth Lakes or whatever. It will write it for you, and then you don't have to do it for yourself.
Yes, and it's eerily good at writing things. That's what blows my mind. So check that out because that's going to screw the world up in all kinds of different ways that we haven't even thought of yet.
It's going to change things for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's going to be beneficial to some and harmful to others, the way that the internet, has been from its inception.
Yeah, it's a shakeup. And a Google version is Bard.
Bard,
which
it's a terrible.
Okay, I know. I don't like the name. So we Googled you on both ChatGPT and Bard, and Google or Chat didn't have a whole lot to say, but Bard was very complimentary and said you were a great realtor and that they would recommend you and that you were highly skilled and reliable.
And I appreciate that from Bard.
Thank you,
it's
Bard.
Probably because Google has all that review.
Google has all the data. Yeah, we were talking about this last night, which is that Google has probably more data on everyone than any other outfit.
Yeah.
So Microsoft seems to have superior AI as far as we can tell, but Google has all the data. So I'm sure they're not going to integrate, so I guess we'll see what happens. But I buy stock in both companies, so I'm, whoever wins, that's cool.
More power to you. All right, well, I think we have exhausted our...
You don't have any other problems you want to talk about?
I'll save them for next week.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, folks. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend, whether you're going to Taco Fest or Cheese Expo or whatever.
Cheese Expo, or whether you're just going to kick it around the house and trim some bushes, whatever you're going to...
Eat donuts in your bathtub.
Well, yes. That's always a good thing to do, too.
All right.
Okay.
See y'all later.
See you later.